seguir, A Máquina do Tempo. Um pouco depois do fim da Segunda Guerra Mundial, milhares de cidadãos franceses deixaram seu país para viver na União Soviética. Eram de origem russa e atenderam ao convite de Stalin para que voltassem à terra natal para participar do programa de reconstrução. Assim que chegaram, a armadilha começou a se fechar sobre eles. Destituídos de seus documentos e de seus direitos civis, foram mandados para os 4 cantos da União Soviética, onde, tratados como cidadãos de segunda classe, precisaram aprender a sobreviver. Abandonada pela França, a maioria morreu nos gulags ou isolada a centenas de quilômetros de Moscou. Passagem só de ida para a União Soviética. De Mark Briones. Dos milhares que caíram na armadilha de Stalin, poucos ainda estão vivos, dispersos pela ex-República Soviética. Irina Kontonkina mora em Moscou.
But why are you speaking Russian? Why don't you talk in French?
It's not important.
Excuse me?
It's not important.
Yes, it is. It's extremely important. I'm proud of the fact that you speak French. I didn't send you to a French school here in Moscow for nothing.
Babushka never stops translating.
Irina nasceu na França em 1924. Seus pais eram exilados russos que saíram de seu país para fugir do comunismo.
My parents are Russian. My father is from the Volga region, and my mother is Siberian. They met while fighting for the Tsar in the Russian army from 1914 to 1916. And then they emigrated after the revolution of 1917.
Dans l'armée russe, l'armée du tsar.
Владимир Ильич Ленин был среди народа, отмечающего свой великий праздник.
Outubro de 1917, os bolcheviques derrubaram o czar e tomaram o poder na Rússia. E romperam lutas entre os comunistas, os vermelhos, e os que apoiavam o antigo czar, os brancos. Depois da derrota militar, os oponentes ao novo regime foram obrigados a fugir do país. A maioria dos russos brancos foi para a França, entre eles o pai de Irina.
Il a dû partir parce que, en tant que...
He left because, as an executive career officer, there was a good chance he would be killed.
Il n'avait pas beaucoup de chance à en réchapper. Donc,
so after traveling from Vladivostok to the Crimea, my parents decided to go to Paris, the place in which most of the Russian intellectuals had opted to regroup.
Là où il y avait la plus grande partie des Russes intellectuels qui avaient
This was perhaps an obvious choice, as educated Russians have always been attracted by France.
Parce que la France a toujours attiré l'âme russe. Donc il y a eu beaucoup de gens.
There were a whole lot of people who had left their homeland, but they thought they would be away for only several weeks or at the most several months, and that things would soon get back to normal, and that they would quickly pick up where they left off.
Celui auquel ils étaient, eux, habitués.
No exílio forçado, os pais de Irina nunca conseguiram se esquecer da Rússia.
la terre de mes ancêtres.
This was the land of my ancestors,
Je tendais
and a place I constantly yearned to see.
parce que ma mère m'avait élevée dans ce
My mother never let me forget Russia,
précis
and instilled in me an irrepressible desire to return to the land whose history, literature, and language I knew so well.
voir la littérature, la langue, bien sûr, et tout. Pour moi,
For me, it has always been
la
the
terre
promised land.
Na década de 20, 65 mil russos brancos deixaram o país e foram viver na França. Nina Basilina nasceu ali em 1932. Seus pais eram russos. Ela viveu na França até os 14 anos de idade.
Mon père et ma mère se sont connus
My father and mother met each other in France.
en famille, bien entendu. C'était...
Russian traditions were preserved within the family,
Mais outre
but outside of the home,
la
I had a normal life.
je grandissais, je vivais avec des Français. La communauté russe, elle
The Russian community was extremely close-knit.
si je puis dire, oui.
On holidays, for example,
S'habiller en-
we dressed in Russian national costumes.
N'importe quel
We would get together on the slightest pretext so that we could enjoy each other's company.
activité, parce que au départ, probablement, ils
At first, everybody intended to return to Russia as soon as communism had disappeared.
disparaissent, disons, oui. Et d'année en année,
But as the years went by, we realized that socialism, not communism, because it never really existed,
existait, mais que le régime,
was well established
c'était
and was going to be around for a long time.
de longue date, une longue date. Donc, leur discussion
So there was less and less political discussion.
s'abrégeait. Oui. Il n'avait
Many people lost hope of ever returning to Russia.
Em 1939, a Segunda Guerra Mundial devastou a Europa. A França logo foi subjugada pela Alemanha.
en mai, je crois que c'est bien.
In May 1940, I think it was in May, the Germans entered Paris.
Maman a rassemblé les
Mother quickly assembled her students
en leur
and said to them,
disant, les enfants, vous entendez
"Listen, children, you hear the stamping of German boots on the streets of Paris,
ce martèlement des bottes
and we cannot remain indifferent to what's going
Nous
on.
ne pouvons pas rester indifférents de
We have to do something about it."
cette chose. Nous devons faire quelque chose.
Тут еще дед есть. Вот, надо, смотрите, что-то тут я тебе принес какие-то. Тут немножко такой дурдом.
Irina tinha 16 anos quando entrou para a resistência na região de Paris.
Voici ma carte de
This is my card, which identified me as a voluntary resistance fighter.
combattant volontaire.
There aren't many of these still around.
Ma mission, si vous
My assignment was to help the men who were actively involved in armed resistance.
qui, eux, faisaient déjà de la résistance armée et active.
I never actually fired a gun at the enemy, but I always did everything I could to help those that did.
À le faire.
Em junho de 1941, a Alemanha atacou a União Soviética, que recentemente se aliara à França. Muitos comunistas franceses entraram para o movimento da resistência. Dali em diante, para aqueles cujos pais tinham fugido do bolchevismo, o comunismo estava personificado nos rostos de seus amigos da resistência.
Donc, il n'y avait plus de camp.
We no longer thought about whose side we were on or which party we supported.
La nécessité
We just had to do everything possible to save the
de la
homeland.
patrie d'un côté comme de l'autre. Je pense que le fait d'avoir fraternisé
Many of us fraternized with French leftists while in the Maquis,
les FFI,
and that certainly played a part in the decisions of a good many Russians,
cela a certainement
the sons and daughters of the emigres,
de beaucoup de Russes
to return to Russia,
immigrés
the country of their fathers.
rentrer dans leur pays ou le pays de leur père.
guerra terminou, centenas de cidadãos franceses de origem russa partiram para a União Soviética. Gleb Ratinsky é professor da Universidade de Línguas Estrangeiras em Nizhny Novgorod, a 500 quilômetros a leste de Moscou. Ele tinha acabado de fazer 18 anos quando decidiu mudar sua vida.
It was 1945. The Soviet Union had conquered Nazi Germany and enjoyed a great deal of prestige among the French. You must remember that at that time, anyone who wanted to return to Russia could do so and didn't have to pay for their voyage. And in fact, a great many Russians left France, especially between 1945 and 1947. When I arrived in Novosibirsk, my mother's cousin came to meet me. The first thing she said to me was, "You've made a dreadful mistake. Now they've got you here, you'll never be allowed to leave again." I did realize later that I'd made a mistake. At the time, I wrote to my mother to discourage her from coming. I couldn't actually say in the letter, "Do not come to Russia." I would never have gotten away with it. But I did try to make her understand. Unfortunately, she didn't catch on. As they say, there are none so deaf as those who will not hear. And she did eventually come to Russia with my two sisters. My father died in France in 1940.
As imagens altamente positivas da União Soviética que surgiram na França quando a guerra terminou tiveram uma enorme influência sobre as pessoas de origem russa.
Les relations franco-soviétiques sont excellentes. De Gaulle a...
Franco-Soviet relations were excellent. De Gaulle believed that he could convince the Soviet Union to recognize France as one of the victorious powers, and he succeeded in doing just that. In December 1944, he went to Moscow as an ally, and his visit led to a friendship and mutual assistance treaty.
D'un traité d'amitié et d'assistance mutuelle.
Vive la Russie soviétique!
La victoire de Stalingrad a lavé l'URSS de ses fautes passées.
The victory at Stalingrad compensated for the USSR's earlier failings. And in addition to the admiration for the country that had triumphed over the Nazis, there was a certain feeling of compassion. Indeed, people often spoke of the 15 to 20 million Russians who lost their lives in the war. Things being as they were, it's quite understandable that those people who had family attachments in Russia wanted to go and live there. When you combine this feeling of enthusiasm with the support that the communists and the progressive organizations had in France, and with the Soviet Union's image as a great democracy, how could anyone have resisted Stalin's open invitation? In fact, one wonders why many more people didn't respond to this call.
No dia 14 de junho de 1946, Stalin e a União Soviética ofereceram anistia aos russos brancos e os convidaram a voltar ao país para participar do programa de reconstrução. A atmosfera positiva que prevaleceu nos meses posteriores ao fim da guerra fez com que muitos confiassem em Stalin. Nikita Krivotiny passou sua infância em Paris antes de ir morar com os pais no inferno em que a Rússia se transformara.
Imaginons que la guerre ait eu une autre issue.
Imagine if the war had finished differently. If Germany had conquered Europe, as terrible as that would have been. Imagine the German anti-Nazi émigrés, such as Brecht, Remarque, Marlene Dietrich, and Thomas Mann, going back willingly to their victorious fatherland. What a paradox. And what happened with Russian emigration stems from this paradox.
Na primavera de 1948, Nikita Krivotiny e sua família partiram do porto de Marsella para Odessa, no Mar Negro.
En ce qui me concerne, j'avais à peu près 14 ans et je percevais ce déplacement comme un très...
As a boy of 14, I thought this move would be an exciting adventure. A journey to a country that practiced the same religion as I did. I imagined I would go back to Paris the following summer and spend my vacation there. The trip to Russia was pleasant, an enjoyable ocean cruise. Although we were very surprised by the crew's attitude, who seemed quite afraid to talk to us.
Et lorsque, à la passerelle de ce Rossilien, nous avons été accueillis.
And when we finally arrived in Russia, we were met by soldiers of the NKVD who put us into trucks and took us to a sorting camp and put us behind barbed wire. In Odessa, they called this place a filtering camp. And this was the first time that I saw, to my great surprise, barbed wire fences and watchtowers. I quite understandably found myself facing a dilemma. I thought that either I had cracked and gone crazy, or everybody else was crazy, and I was quite sane.
Estamos apresentando a Máquina do Tempo.
Je pense qu'il y a un certain nombre de gens, en effet, qui ont averti, qui ont prévenu, qui ont...
I think that certain people tried to warn others, but of course, nobody wanted to listen to them.
Sans prendre à l'URSS ou menacer l'URSS,
you mustn't forget that to say anything against the USSR, to threaten it in any way, or to say it was a dangerous place that had highly questionable, if not reprehensible policies, was to fall into line with what the Vichy collaborators and, even worse, the Nazis had been saying only a short time before.
Apesar dos avisos, estima-se que entre 8 e 10 mil pessoas saíram da França para a União Soviética. Em russo, eram chamadas de Voz-Vrashchentsie, os que voltaram. A maioria fez a viagem de trem. Nina Basilina partiu da França com os pais e 2 irmãs.
Lots of people told my parents that they shouldn't go back, and that they would be arrested, etc. My father refused to listen, and so we left by train. The journey took a month. A whole month. We crossed Germany and Poland. Poland was the worst, as the plains and steppes were covered in snow, and we had the impression the journey was never going to end. They weren't nice carriages. They were more like cattle trains than trains for carrying people. There were some sort of wooden benches on either side of the carriage, and we were all squeezed up together on them, on both sides. And then we arrived at Grodno. And that's where we had our first big surprise.
La grande surprise. Quand on est descendu du train,
When we got out of the train,
je ne me souviens pas.
there was no real station as far as I remember.
Un terrain.
It was just a barren stretch of
Il y
ground.
avait des militaires qui nous...
The soldiers were waiting for us.
Et avec tout mon sac,
So we
mon petit
picked up our
bagage,
belongings and followed them.
on a suivi ces militaires qui nous ont accompagnés jusqu'à un camp, une
They
espèce
took
de
us to a sort of camp
où nous avons tous été, je ne dirais
where we
pas
were
piégés,
hustled
je ne
into
me
barrack
souviens
huts.
pas. En tout cas, nous avons été placés dans des espèces de baraquements.
Era nesse campo de trânsito que o destino dos repatriados era decidido. Nina e seus pais foram enviados para a pequena aldeia de Novopokrovsk, na região de Tambov, 600 quilômetros a sudeste de Moscou. A última vez que ela viu a aldeia foi há 55 anos.
Can you imagine finding yourself in a landscape like this after living in the mountains?
C'est pas possible.
It was just awful.
Ouais. C'est encore plus
And it's even more run down now than it was then.
Вот школа. Voilà l'école.
There's the school.
Oh, ой. Rapidement, j'étais là
I soon became the village celebrity.
du village. Je ressemblais pas.
I was totally unlike the others.
J'avais d'autres manières, d'autres.
I behaved in a different way,
C'est pas un autre
but
aspect.
they didn't hold that against me.
Mais personne ne m'en voulait. Je me suis.
And I quickly made lots of friends.
Les couleurs sont autres,
The
mais
colors have changed,
l'école elle est
but
la
the
même.
school still looks the same.
Nous on n'habitait pas.
We
là.
lived somewhere over there,
Je reconnais plus
but I
rien.
don't recognize a thing now.
Скажите, пожалуйста,
Excuse me,
вот
how long has this house been here?
Здесь.
My house? I've been here for the last 22 years.
Нет, у нас здесь вот на Степан Куровкина уехал в Липецк. Здесь был вообще один дом тут всего, когда мы начали строить.
Nina, seu irmão Nicholas e seus pais viveram nesta aldeia durante 18 meses. Nesse tempo, o único elo que Nina teve com a França foi com Lucie Brissel, uma amiga de infância com quem ela conseguiu se manter em contato. A França tornou-se uma memória longínqua. Michel, o irmão mais velho de Nina, que tinha então um pouco mais de 21 anos, foi separado do resto da família no campo de trânsito. Um corajoso combatente da resistência na França, Michel fora torturado pela Gestapo antes de fugir de uma prisão em Lyon. Em 1946, ele também acreditara que o convite de Stalin aos expatriados era sincero.
Michel, il a été envoyé
Michel was sent to a different town,
que nous. Et je n'ai plus
and
revu
I haven't seen him since Grodno.
après Grodno. On ne savait, au départ, on
In
ne
the
savait
early
même
days,
pas où il
We had no idea where he was.
Il a été envoyé
He was sent to a camp in the Urals.
quand il a été donc dans un camp. Bien sûr que nous ne l'avons
We didn't know at the time that he was there.
Probablement qu'il n'a pas voulu causer
It's quite
danger.
possible he didn't want to cause trouble for the other members of the family,
Et on n'a jamais
so he never sent any news.
Durante o regime comunista, milhões de indivíduos foram separados de suas famílias, que não sabiam o que havia acontecido com eles. Só 40 anos depois, com a perestroika e a abertura dos arquivos da KGB, os repatriados russos souberam o que havia acontecido com seus parentes. Foi assim em suas primeiras viagens de volta à França que Nina Basilina descobriu que seu irmão Michel, que ela acreditava morto, tinha sobrevivido ao Gulag.
Et c'est à Grenoble.
It was near Grenoble that I learned that I had a niece living in Ufa.
Que j'avais une nièce qui habitait Ufa. J'ai failli
I almost had a heart attack.
à Visil. Sur le champ,
I immediately wrote a letter to her.
j'ai écrit une lettre.
I said,
Je suis ta
"This is your aunt who is writing to you.
Je suis la
I am
sœur
Michel's sister."
de Michel. Et c'est comme ça qu'on s'est
And that's how I
retrouvés
got in touch with Michel's two daughters.
les deux filles de mon frère Michel. Et ma maman n'a jamais su que
My
son
mother,
fils
who died in 1981,
a vécu jusqu'à
never knew that her son had lived until 1980.
elle qui est morte en
After the separation in Grodno, she never set eyes on her eldest son again.
Como Michel, alguns meses após a chegada, centenas de repatriados foram enviados ao Gulag, um inferno na imensidão polar. Seu único crime era terem deixado sua terra natal.
C'était le travail forcé, soit
We had to work like slaves in the camp,
ce qui est
either cutting down trees or, even worse, unloading freight.
Paradoxalement, je considère que j'ai eu beaucoup de chance de me retrouver dans les camps. Puis,
Paradoxically, I thought that I was very lucky to be sent to a camp because, for the first time, at the age of 23, I finally came into contact with people who were like me,
des gens normaux
ordinary people
qui n'avaient
with similar ideas to mine,
rejeté
who had rejected the regime.
A maioria dos prisioneiros no Gulag morreu no que Alexander Solzhenitsyn descreveu como campos de extermínio em que as pessoas morriam de fome, frio ou exaustão.
Dans les mois qui suivent l'arrivée des Français, donc en 45,
In 1945 and 1946, the years following the arrival of the French in Russia, the French diplomats posted to Moscow, who knew exactly what was happening in the Soviet Union, realized that things weren't going as well as the new arrivals had hoped.
Nouveaux arrivants l'espéraient. Certains d'entre eux
Some of them managed,
sans
with great difficulty,
à
to
faire
pass letters on to the
à
embassy.
l'ambassade de France. Pour
The
ces
diplomats
diplomates,
perhaps were
nous avons
aware
affaire à
of
des
the
cas
humanitarian
humanitaires,
problem,
des cas dramatiques,
but they
peut-être,
probably saw the situation as almost insignificant
peu de
in
poids
relation to the big political
par rapport à
events
la grande
of the
politique.
time.
Ils ont eu une grande désillusion. Ils étaient revenus pour aider leur patrie.
They were totally
Ils
disillusioned.
pensaient qu'on les
They had
éclairait.
returned to Russia in order to help their homeland,
Résultat,
thinking that
en 4
even if they
mois,
weren't going to be
certains ont été
welcomed with open
enfermés.
arms, they would at least get a
D'autres, il y a
decent
des
reception.
personnes qui se sont suicidés.
But after 4 or 5 months, some of them were locked away in
Je savais
camps,
très bien que je
and
devais
others
jouer
committed
le jeu.
suicide.
Mais
I realized that I had to go along with it and play their game.
tout ce qui se passait, quoi.
But inwardly,
C'était enfin
I knew what was
dissident
going on.
intérieur, quoi.
You could say I was a low-profile dissident.
Après, c'est quelque chose, il faut l'avoir perdu.
You realize when you've lost something how important it is.
Mais là, j'ai compris tout
When I was in France, I didn't understand that.
sur mes gardes.
But I learned very quickly, as I had to always stay on my guard, wherever I was, even talking with friends.
Franchement, pratiquement,
And I couldn't even talk openly with my mother. And that really hurt, because she understood. Deep down, she was a happy woman. She had what she wanted. She was sure she was going to die in her homeland. She was happy. But she also felt that things weren't going well for her children.
Estamos apresentando
Olga Vitnevsky tinha 27 anos quando partiu de Paris com a mãe, o marido e 2 filhos. Ao chegar na União Soviética, a família de Olga foi enviada para a Ásia Central, a 4.000 quilômetros de Moscou. Eles também ficaram extremamente desiludidos.
When we arrived in Kazakhstan, they took away our French passports and didn't return them. We were then given a Russian identity card. It was clear that we wouldn't be getting our French papers back. I had a lot of trouble adapting to the situation. Everyone was wary of us. Nobody knew who I was. Whether I was a spy or not, for example. They all thought it extremely strange that someone like me should have come to Russia, and they wondered why. I first had to re-educate myself and learn how to adapt to the new lifestyle.
Il a fallu d'abord faire des études.
I had to study, learn a job, work, and earn my living.
Et gagner ma vie.
So it was really extremely difficult.
Após a permanência na pequena aldeia de Novo Pakrovsky, Nina Baselina e sua família foram levadas à cidade de Tambov, onde Nina ficou durante 10 anos. Ao contrário de muitos outros repatriados que viveram em condições extremamente difíceis, Nina acredita que sua vida ali foi boa.
It was here that I fell in love for the first time. And of course, that greatly enriched my life.
Peut-être enrichi, embelli un peu ma vie. Et deuxièmement,
and it was in this school that I started to lead an active life.
À mener une vie active,
what they called here a socially active life.
Une vie active sociale. On m'a toujours élu.
I was always elected as a member of the communist youth movement because I joined the Komsomols.
C'est là que j'ai commencé.
And it's here that I started to integrate, for want of a better word, in Soviet life.
Si on peut le dire ainsi. Voilà.
Here it is.
C'était là. Apartment
11.
Mais il y avait 2 locataires.
But there were 2 tenants.
On était 2
There were 2 families in one shared
dans une maison, dans un appartement communautaire. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. Ой. C'était notre appartement.
This was our
C'est là que
apartment.
nous avons été
This is where we lived after
après
Novopakrovsk.
Novopakrovsk. C'est là, dans cette pièce.
This was the room
Mon père, ma mère
my
et moi.
mother, my father, and I lived in.
La cuisine était
The
commune.
kitchen was shared with another family.
La famille des voisins.
It was known as a community
On
apartment.
appelle un appartement communautaire. Comment
How did we live?
vivait-on?
If you wanted to use the bathroom and it was occupied, you just had to wait. But I guess my mother was wise enough not to upset the other family.
Avoir de conflit avec la voisine. La cuisine,
In the kitchen, my mother and the other lady had their own table. And after preparing the meal, both families went into their own rooms and got on with their lives.
René Villanchet nasceu na França. Seus pais eram franceses. Quando tinha 17 anos, conheceu um jovem russo de quem teve uma filha. Em 1947, René acompanhou o marido quando ele voltou para a União Soviética.
Este ma maman, este mon papa.
Here's my mother. This is my father.
Mes parents.
My parents.
Mon frère.
My brother.
Je suis venue
I came to
en Russie
Russia
avec
with
ma
my
fille,
daughter,
maman
my
et
mother,
mon
and my
mari.
husband.
Parce que je
I
l'aime,
loved
je
my
l'aimais,
husband,
et je suis
so I
venue.
came with him.
Preocupada com a decisão da filha, a mãe de René decidiu acompanhar o jovem casal e cuidar deles. Ela morreu na Rússia. Nunca mais voltou à França.
Si je pouvais parler,
If I could speak to you in Russian,
je pourrais
I
plus
could describe the dreadful life I've had here.
ma pauvre vie que j'ai subie. Pas d'amour. Pourquoi en russe
Because
je peux parler
it would break your heart if I say it in Russian.
forte, apport. Je peux
But
parler
I've forgotten my French
en français, je bloudis, je perds. Pas d'amour.
because
Je ne parle à
I don't talk to anybody.
Quand je suis venue en Russie,
When I came to Russia 47 years ago,
j'étais très
I was very
jeune.
young.
J'avais
I was
17 ans,
17 or 18.
Je n'ai pas tout
I didn't
compris
realize
ce
what
que
a big
j'avais
mistake
fait,
I had
une
made.
grande faute. Ma vie était...
My life was a nightmare.
Il aurait fallu
I should have stayed with my
rester avec
daughter
ma
back
fille dans ma
home.
patrie. Je suis arrivée
I
dans
came here to
ce
this village,
village où maintenant...
and this is where I still live.
Après, j'ai été à Moscou.
Later, I went to Moscow
Il y avait
because I knew there was the French embassy.
Ambassade française. Et j'ai résolu beaucoup de Russes m'ont
Lots of Russians told me,
dit au Moscou, passe ma tri.
perhaps you will be able to go back to
Dans
France.
ta patrie. J'avais un courage
I
de
was
partir
quite
en
prepared to go
France.
back,
Non, cela n'est pas.
but it didn't work out.
La frontière,
The border was
c'est
closed,
et je
and I wasn't allowed to leave.
Oh, tout de suite,
I broke down and cried.
je voulais repartir dans ma patrie.
I really wanted to go home,
Ni peu-
and
ce
after
n'était
that,
pas
it was
possible de
impossible.
partir de suite. Mes papiers, je les
I had given all my papers to the embassy in Moscow,
aux ambassades. Ils m'ont rien donné.
but they didn't give me anything in
À la
return,
maison.
and I went back to my house without papers.
J'étais pas beaucoup d'éducation.
I didn't get much
où je pouvais
education.
aller à l'autorité.
I should have gone to the Russian authorities to ask for help,
Aidez-moi.
but I
Je n'ai
just
pas
couldn't
pu
do it.
faire cela.
I was too afraid.
J'avais très peur. Галечка, поверни, je ne comprenais pas.
I didn't understand.
J'avais beaucoup de
I had to have plenty of courage.
résolu de...
I decided to learn Russian to understand things.
Смотри,
Abandonada pelo primeiro marido e sozinha com 3 filhas, René casou-se com um colega da fazenda coletiva, com quem teve 2 filhos. Nos últimos 55 anos, a francesa René raramente saiu de sua aldeia, Sointsevo.
20 years later, I might have wanted to leave. I could have left, but I didn't have enough money. I was earning something like $10. It wasn't enough to go home.
C'est pas normal pour partir dans ma patrie. Il y a des fois, je pense que je ne peux pas.
Sometimes I think I will never go back to France.
Je voudrais.
And yet, there are times when I think I'd like to see it again.
Toute ma vie,
all my life,
j'ai voulu conserver ce que j'avais.
I've wanted to cling to all that France had given me, and that's why I became a French teacher.
Professeur de français, parce que je sais
because I knew very well that it's easy to forget one's language.
Je m'intéresse à la France.
I always take an interest in France, in the culture and its literature. I read a great deal, and I try to instill in my students not only a love of the language, but also a love of the country itself. I think that although I am fundamentally Russian,
foncièrement russe, oui,
I am also just a little bit French. When I think in French. It's much easier for me to think in French, and I find it easier to read in French than in Russian. I think that basically I'm much more French than Russian.
Non seulement j'ai pensé revenir en France, mais ce désir s'est installé en moi.
I wanted to go back to France as soon as I realized that I was in a country under a totalitarian regime. For me, it was a regime of lies, fear, oppression, and terror. All I wanted was to leave Russia, and if someone had asked me to cut off an arm or a leg without anesthetic, I would have accepted without hesitation. I fantasized over all the different ways of getting away. Getting in touch with the French embassy, buying myself a ticket in Central Asia. As I am a good mountain walker, I thought about crossing Afghanistan. All those possibilities of escape went through my mind, but luckily I never made the attempt, because I met plenty of people in the camps who had tried to get away, but not a single one of them made it.
Un seul exemple d'évasion réussie.
Voltamos a apresentar A Máquina do Tempo.
Dos 8 a 10 mil cidadãos franceses que partiram para viver na União Soviética, a grande maioria morreu sem jamais voltar à terra natal. Quando Stalin morreu em 1953, uma segunda leva de expatriados partiu para a União Soviética, convencida de que o regime estava em processo de distensão. Nascido em Paris em 1937, com graduação em matemática pela Universidade de Nova York, Alexis Sosinski decidiu se mudar para Moscou, o centro mundial de seu campo de estudos.
À l'époque, j'étais politiquement très naïf.
At that time, I was politically naive. I was anti-communist, but very much to the left.
Et j'avais cet espoir très typique d'ailleurs de certains représentants.
Like other representatives of the Western intelligentsia, I believed in socialism with a human face, and that Russia would become more liberal. And for a very long time, I believed that it was possible.
Dans cette possibilité, et étant vraiment très stupide politiquement,
but because I was really quite politically ignorant, it wasn't until 1968 and what happened in Prague that I realized that communism could not exist without a totalitarian element.
Sans une composante totalitaire fondamentale.
Desapontado com o sistema, Alexis Sosinski decidiu lutar por suas ideias e assinou manifestos anticomunistas.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая остановка.
Essa atitude levou à sua expulsão da universidade em que lecionava em 1974.
Non, je crois avoir trouvé le bon moyen de vivre dans un état.
I believe I had found the best way in which to live under totalitarian communism.
Dans une résistance active, même sur le tard. Donc c'était.
I can't say that I began to actively resist the regime, but I did openly oppose the system.
De collaborer.
And refused to collaborate in any way with the prevailing ideology. That was the way I felt.
Nos anos 70, os repatriados apoiaram os oponentes ao regime totalitário. Entre esses dissidentes estava um herói da resistência francesa.
Alexandre Ougrimov, un ami de mon père de l'époque parisienne, rentré au pays en 1947.
Alexandre Ougrimov, a friend of my father's when he was in Paris, came back here in 1947. Like many others, he was immediately sent off to a camp where he got to know Solzhenitsyn. After his liberation, he participated in Solzhenitsyn's protest movement while keeping a low profile. He played a very important role in helping get the book The Gulag Archipelago to the West. This explosive document was recorded on microfilm, and he gave it to Alexandre Andreev, my cousin, who passed it on to France and then to the United States, where it was immediately translated.
Após mais de 15 anos de discórdia, no final dos anos 80, a perestroika trouxe uma nova abertura e liberdade para a União Soviética. Pela primeira vez em mais de 40 anos, os cidadãos franceses que viviam atrás da cortina de ferro puderam pensar em voltar para casa.
Until 1990, I never even asked myself the question, because I knew that before that, it would have been impossible to leave Russia. The idea never even occurred to me. But when in 1990 I knew it would be possible to go back to France, I realized that I wouldn't leave. Because when you're 64, your life is over, and you don't start again in another country. It's too late.
Следующая остановка – станция метро Кропоткинская, Гоголевский бульвар. При выходе из троллейбуса не забывайте свои вещи.
Na década de 90, muitos expatriados tentaram recuperar sua nacionalidade francesa com graus variados de sucesso. 10 deles voltaram e conseguiram residência permanente na França. Nina Basilina passou os 2 últimos anos tentando fazer sua cidadania francesa reconhecida.
J'ai fait une demande.
I put in my request to the French consulate in Moscow.
Français à Moscou, mais j'ai reçu.
But I received a letter of refusal.
Que d'après un décret.
According to a decree that was in force at the time,
Je devais avoir.
I had to have lived for at least 17 years in France in order to be granted French nationality.
La nationalité française. Comme j'ai quitté
But because I left at the age of 14, I didn't have the right.
Je n'avais pas le droit
to want to be French.
Por mais de 50 anos, Nina Basilina trocou centenas de cartas com sua amiga Lucie Brichel, que ela não esperava mais rever. Desde o final dos anos 80, Nina voltou várias vezes à França para ver Lucie e a aldeia de sua infância.
Expected to see you again. You never thought you'd see me again.
Chaque fois que je pars,
each time I leave, I think perhaps I won't ever come back.
Et pour moi,
so when it's time to leave, I get really upset.
C'est une chose très émouvante.
I always hope that I'll be able to come back.
Chaque fois, j'espère revenir.
But I know that one day my visits will come to an end.